Hello and happy almost January. I'm Heather with Heather Kristen, and I'm going to be doing the horoscope readings today for January. I'm going to be using two decks. The first is my own deck, the Sparkle and Shine Oracle cards. It's an app produced by Indigos. The second deck I'm going to be using is the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. I will have all the information to my deck. It is downloadable, and we can be downloaded either by the App Store, Microsoft. It's on across several platforms, and you can be downloaded via my website or from the Indigos website. So, as I usually do, I wanted to do an introductory reading to January, an energy reading to see how the energy is going to be flowing for the entire month, and then I will break it down into the individual horoscope signs. So let's start with the January reading. See what comes up. Already I can see it very energy very similar to this past month, at least what we need to focus on, and that being empowerment, empowering ourselves. And I think this goes into focusing on what we want for ourselves. Okay, empowering what is in our heart versus what we think we should be doing, what we think we should be feeling. Okay, cards. Year. Okay. Angel of Strength. Community. So in the Angel of Strength, I'm getting a lot of the same energy that I was just feeling. Empowerment. Empowering ourselves to stand up for ourselves, to stand up for what we want, to stand up for what we believe in, to stand up for what's in our heart. And it doesn't even have to be standing up for ourselves against other people. It could even be standing up for ourselves with ourselves, if that makes any sense. Okay, in the temple path. Sorry, the light. The temple path. Okay. So as I was saying, for the Angel of Strength, it doesn't even have to be trying to convince other people that what we want in our heart is right. It could come down to just telling ourselves, convincing ourselves that it is okay to want what is in our heart. It is okay to follow our heart and not follow societal ideals, the ideals that we were raised with, expectations from others or expectations that we put on ourselves that have come from society or wherever. This could just be standing up to our own selves and saying, okay, listen, I need to get this out of my head that I have to do this, or I have to be this, or I have to experience this, because it doesn't match with what's in my heart. This is going to be, if you see the yellow kind of around her head and behind her, that's really connecting with what's in your heart and feeling the energy that you know that is right for you and following that path. And that could be a difficult one because it could be out of your comfort zone, which for most of us is not something that we really want to follow because it's hard. And stepping outside of our comfort zone is is challenging mentally, physically sometimes. So it feels as we're going into January and this new year, there are going to be opportunities for us to step outside of our comfort zone to create a much better, more heart-aligned lives for ourselves. Um, there are going to be choices, though, as with everything. Free will, we have the choice. And so the choice is going to be ours whether we want to follow those paths, take those opportunities, or we want to stay in our comfort zone. I would suggest taking the opportunities because that helps you grow, that helps you mature, that helps you get onto a spiritual path that's right for you. And speaking of that, the temple path, that's what came up as well. The temple path is what's in alignment with our soul, what's in alignment with the path that we came into this life for. And so this strength card is going to be the actions that we take to align ourselves with our soul's path and the path that we're here to do. Okay. Now the community card. The feeling that I am getting from this card is to not necessarily engage in community or anything like that, but is to avoid distractions. Step back from what you think you should do, what people might be telling you to do, might be suggesting you do. Like, remember I mentioned societal ideals when I first grabbed that card. It's to not be led down the path of following what you think others want you to do. Does that make sense? Do not let society, do not let people in your life try to convince you of what they think is right for you or what they think you should do. Follow what's in your heart. And that also goes for all the BS going on in the world around us, all of the political stuff, all of the COVID stuff. They are huge distractions away from our path and away from connection with source and the universe and, all the things that are good. Stay away from all of that. It is drama. It is a huge energetic distraction. Okay, so I think that's a good start as we go into January, get a little overview for you. And I am going to continue with the monthly readings. Hello, Cancer, and happy 2022. Let's see what comes up for you. Attachment. Appreciation. And the temple path. Okay, so let's start with attachment. As we go into 2022, there's some things that you're going to need to get rid of, okay? You need to figure out what you're attached to. And this feels mostly like ideals, okay? That you have beliefs about yourself, beliefs about life, that you have limiting beliefs that are holding you back, okay? So let's start with the area of your life that you feel is stagnant, okay? What area of your life are you struggling with? Or do you want more and you just kind of can't progress? Maybe that's your love life, maybe that's your work life, maybe that's your business, maybe it's with, how you feel about yourself, something like that. It's related to limiting beliefs and ideals that you've either developed throughout your life or that maybe you learned during childhood. Something is preventing you from following the path that you are destined to take, okay? So these beliefs that you're holding on to have put you in a box, and I don't know if you necessarily feel stuck, or maybe you don't even realize that you're in this box. It could be different for different people. Maybe you do feel trapped, or maybe you just kind of going along through life and you don't really feel it, don't really notice it, but you just feel like something is off. So it's because of your attachments to maybe things or people. And it's all tied around limiting beliefs, okay? And limiting beliefs are the beliefs that we learned from childhood, usually, or that we've developed throughout our life, okay? So, you know, the one that always comes to mind, it always sticks out in my head, so I'll just use that. It's money doesn't grow on trees, okay? So that's a saying, and I don't, God knows where it came from, but it's a saying that, okay, well, we can't get money easily. You have to work hard for your money. You have to really sweat and give a piece of yourself, basically, to live and to get enough money to survive. But it's not true. Okay, it's an ideal that someone thought up, and it has been perpetuating itself, self-perpetuating in people's lives, because they have this thought and they're like, okay, well, it doesn't grow on trees. I'm going to have to work hard, so I work hard. It's this self-fulfilling prophecy. Whereas money, if you know how to manifest, if you know how to create things, if you know how to match energy, then you can create amazing things for yourself. And it's not that hard. It shouldn't be that hard, okay? So maybe you have an attachment to a person because you think this person is necessary for you for some reason or another. Maybe you have an attachment to a place. Maybe you have an attachment to stuff around your house, even. I mean, it's as simple as that. Maybe you have this little knickknack that's been broken, and you just keep it around because of like an emotional attachment. Okay, where does that come from? So take a look around you and look at what you feel like you're attached to. What you have a strong emotional bond to in your life, and figure out why. Especially if it's something that is not a positive thing for you, okay? Like, it could be something big, like a job, whereas it's a shitty job, but you just can't step away from it. You don't want to, because often there's fear, of course. How am I going to make a living? But there's also an emotional, spiritual attachment there as well, okay? So this is going to be an important month to take a look at your life and figure out where you feel tied down, where you feel stuck, where you feel like you're not making any progress, and figure out what the attachments are. Okay, and it's usually an emotional attachment of some sort. Usually, there's memories there, or I am afraid, something like that. So that's going to be a goal for you this month. Okay, so the next one, appreciation. Sometimes when we're in this place of attachment, or a place of stuck or stagnance, it's hard for us to find appreciation in daily life, okay? Gratitude and appreciation for things is like a magic wand. When you start being grateful for the things that you have, it opens this door wide open for more to come in, okay? So spend time. Now, for me, I always go right to the gratitude journal, because it's easier for me to see my gratitude and feel my gratitude if I'm actually writing it down. So you could just, vocalize, I am grateful for this. But make this a daily thing if you can, for at least the next month. Sit down, write when you wake up, I'm grateful for. Find 5 to 10 things you're grateful for. I can go for pages after, I've been doing this for years. And so I can go for pages about all the things I'm grateful for. I mean, even the life lessons, even my past traumas, I'm grateful for because it has taught me such important life lessons and it has helped me grow. So you can go on for as long as you want or as short as you want, but as long as you are in your heart finding something that you are grateful for that is going to open the energy open for you, for the universe to bring more to you, okay? It's an energy booster almost. It gets the flow of energies going because you are focusing on bringing better energy in. So it is helping to wash out the stagnants and also bring in more opportunities for you to learn and grow and see where you are attached to things and see the attachments and how they might need to be released. Okay, so the temple path. This one is just kind of, it feels like it's just kind of the last step in all of these things that we've already talked about. As you as you go through the process of releasing attachments and bringing gratitude in, it feels like there's going to be more opportunities for you or coming your way to align with your path. So in the coming month and months, I think this is going to be a prolonged process. Start paying attention to doors that might be opening for you, like opportunities. Maybe a friend says, hey, I want to go to this bookstore, and you just decide, hey, I'll go to the bookstore with you, and you find a really interesting book that piques your interest in something, okay? Or maybe someone says, hey, I'm going to this meeting. Do you want to go to this meeting with me? It's a door, it's an opportunity. You might meet someone there, or you might learn something there, okay? So even when we're making a choice to do something and it doesn't turn out quite like we expected, or it might be disappointing, there is still something there that we have seen or learned or take away from it. I promise. No path this month is going to be wrong. It may feel like it, but there is something positive that will come from it, okay? So I think I've been talking enough. Let's pop over to my card and see. Storm. Okay. The Storm card indicates that there might be something moving in, something brewing around you that changes your perspective on things, okay? So something could crop up this month that illuminates the attachments that you have, or that illuminates something you need to eliminate from your life, okay? Let's see if there's anything else. Also, your voice. Okay, there's something out that could crop up this month that forces you to speak your mind, to really confront what you want, and that's either with yourself. I mean, it may just be, okay, I really do want this, or I really know that I do not want this in my life any longer. And you make a resolution, and I do not want to use that word because I do not like New Year's resolutions, and we're going into New Year, but you make a decision to say, okay, I'm going to change this because I don't like this, okay? It could be having to speak your mind with something that you want, maybe with your spouse or with your boss or with a relative, okay? I want this, I'm going to go after this, or I'm putting my foot down, and this is my uh, oh, boundary. You set boundaries for yourself with family or for a spouse. You saying, I need this. Okay, so something's going to come up this month, and it feels like there's a little bit of a storm. It doesn't feel like a great, big, terrible falling out or anything like that. It does just feel like something is going to crop up that forces you into speaking your mind, making a decision, and getting solid with yourself and with other people about something that you want or that you don't want. Okay, it's your voice. It's something that's coming from your soul that is you. Okay? Okay, I am going to sign off. I hope you have a wonderful January, and I will see you back here in February.